Namaste friends, I am Shri Ram Lakshman Nolakha from Mumbai and today is 27th of September 2024. There has been in the news very much and of course on the website of National Financial Reporting Authority uh, regarding revision of and proposed draft on standard on auditing 600. What are crux of this standard and what the NFRA is going to say and do and how the ICAI has presented its view for the proposed revision in that SA 600. I am straightforward to the point. There has been various news in the media that ICA is in clash with NFRA, but I say there is no clash. There is a hot discussion, of course. There is a logical representation by the ICAI. There are also logics by the NFRA. I have traced on the first day itself on the website of NFRA, 17th of September 2024, where there were two links on the website of NFRA. One is minutes of the meeting of the NFRA authorities on 26th of August 2024. Another revision of SA 600 proposed draft for public comment. I have gone through both of them very minutely. Today मैं आपको मिनट्स जो कि पब्लिक डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं अभी आपके हमारे सबके लिए उसके बारे में थोड़ी जानकारी दूंगा और उस मिनट्स में क्या लिखा है और वेरियस स्टेक होल्डर्स ने अपनी ओपिनियन क्या दी है बट मेन ओपिनियन आई विल गिव हियर what the ICAI has represented, whether opposed, favored, or standstill, or anything else. And at last, in few words, you all have to decide how to represent, how to deal, how to say, and what to comment on this issue. Friends, on 26th of August 2024, minutes of the meeting, 17th meeting by the NFRA authority, board members, in which ICAI is also one of. The minutes क्या कहते हैं वो हम पढ़ते हैं शॉर्ट ब्रीफली कुछ कुछ उसमें से एक्सट्रैक्ट मैंने लिए हैं बैकग्राउंड भी है और फाइनली ICAI का कमेंट चेयरमैन NFRA NFRA stated that the existing provisions of SA 600 need to be revised. The SA 600 currently is in force in the country was issued by ICAI in 2002 and has not been updated so far. Meanwhile, international standard ICISA 600 has been revised twice, once in 2009 and then in 2023. Quality of audit opinion on the consolidated financial statement, which is relied on by the investors, creditors, and other stakeholders, hinges on how robust the standard is and how it is applied by the auditors in discharge of audit responsibility. SA 600 applies in case of audit of companies which have subsidiaries and associates with the holding company, auditor audited by the principal and main auditor, and the subsidiaries and associates by other or component auditor. Standard outlines the responsibility. मैंने कुछ ही एक्सट्रैक्ट उस मिनट में से लिए हैं एज इट इज मैं आपको आपके सामने बोल रहा हूं Key provisions in SA 600 are not in consonance of the law. Minutes कह रहे हैं ये SA 600 contravenes Companies Act, CA Act 1949 as it exists today. बैकग्राउंड दिया जा रहा है मिनट्स में, डज नॉट परमिट रिव्यू ऑफ work papers of component auditors by the principal auditor. Such review of work paper was part of the provisions in the then International ISA 600 of 2002 and is provided in current ISA 600 revised. ये सारा बैकग्राउंड उस मिनट्स में दिया गया है। आप NFRA की वेबसाइट पे जाइए और मैं कहूंगा मिनट्स को माइन्यूटली पढ़िए, आपको सारा कंसेप्ट समझ में आएगा और आपको पता चलेगा कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है। इन द ई क्लॉज स्मॉली, नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द पॉइंट in the minutes before already SEBI represented, RBI represented, MCA represented, CAG represented, all who said what and what represented is given in the minutes. Now I am coming to directly to the ICAI president because I am member of that institution. I have concerned how my institute is dealing with. I have to record on this today. Friends, ICA President Sri Ranjit Agarwal said, main point as it is I am speaking, he highlighted the role of ICAI and said that ICAI was engaged with audit quality for 75 years. Code of conduct was brought out by ICA in 1963, much before global bodies were set up. In last decade, corporates have thrived due to standard issued by the ICAI. Government has also stated that until standards are notified in the Act, the one issued by the ICA will be applicable. As India is aspiring fifth largest economy, credit goes to standards set up and put on the CAs who certify financial statement based on standards. UDN captured 1.60 crore, 1.6 crore signatures of CAs every year, out of which 400 to 500 complaints are received every year and acted upon by ICAI. This is what the minutes recorded representation note in summary by the NFRA. I am just putting on before you. President ICA further stated that until few years ago, there were 2.9 lakh CAs, but 1.5 lakh are in practice. Today, the figure is 4.5 lakhs, including 1.5 lakh in practice. The members of CAs increasing, but commensurate numbers are not coming to the profession. After some gap in the minutes extract. Regarding SA600, he said that the ICA Council in 1995, 2002, 2006, and later again has taken the call that ISA 600 will not be applied to the India. In India, RBI, SEBI, CAG have a system of empanelment. If auditor in certain put to PSB, PSU's the position is unique in India. India cannot equated with any other country. ICA president is representing and recorded in the minutes of the NFRA meeting. India cannot equated with any other country. In India, there are 96,000 firms, of which 75,000 are proprietors, mostly catering, MSME. Only 400 firms have more than 10 partners or more. If in revised SA600, a CA is not permitted to rely on another CA, then we are undermining our own CA qualification. All CAs are expected to be on the same quality. We cannot distinguish between one CA and other CA. फ्रेंड्स, मैंने जो मिनट्स में लिखा था एनएफआरए की वेबसाइट पर मीटिंग्स के आईसीए के रिप्रेजेंटेशन को आपके सामने समरी के रूप में रखा. In the last line, he said concentration of audit work should not happen. If standard is so rigorous, people will not take up the audit profession. Every line now, my comment for ICAI President representation. Of course, I am representing of the profession. So let me put some comment over this. एक सेकंड के लिए just hold on please. Excuse me. ICAI President in the last paragraph has said very important part. If all CAs are expected to be of the same quality, we cannot distinguish between the one CA and the other CA. As in the said in the background of the minutes that SA600 applies in case of audit of companies which have subsidiaries and associates with the holding company audited by principal and main auditor, and the subsidiaries and or associates by other component auditor. Standard outline the responsibility. Now, in this context, whether NFRA's proposal is good, right, reasonable or not. Before that, I just want to put from the minutes one of the important stakeholder what they said. SEBI, RBI, CAG are in principle agreement for the draft revision of SA600. I also read the MCA's Joint Secretary's representation. I better feel that you refer the minutes. Now the question is in the media clash. I think council has been discussing all these matters. As he said in minutes also that ICA President and the team will further enlighten, discuss, refer, have the consultation with various stakeholders and come back. मेरी ओपिनियन में होल्डिंग कंपनीज का ऑडिटर, कंपोनेंट ऑडिटर यानी सब्सिडरीज और एसोसिएट के ऑडिटर के ऊपर अगर कमांड करता है तो पॉसिबल है कि इसमें influence the independency of the component auditors also. As of now, component auditor yani branch yani associate auditor is independent, and holding company auditor is independent. And holding companies are consolidated. Holding companies are consolidated, dating the accounts of the subsidiary, and holding company auditor, yani principal auditor, is reviewing and making incorporation in his report. Friends, क्या सही है क्या गलत है, but one thing is clear: smaller firms are normally appointed for subsidiary audit. Major big firms are appointed for holding company audit. And to save the public interest, public institutions' interest, to save the fraud as is being reported various in the last few years, NFRA is taking this step, while institute is saying that हम ऑलरेडी इतने सारे टैक्स हमारे पास हैं और इतनी सारी स्टैंडर्ड S2C1, all things are there, and apart from that your review is also there. So why there is a need to further make a control on the component auditors by the principal auditor? Now the friends, अब मीडिया क्या हमारी कह रही है, ETCFO news on 24th of 9, 2024. Recent council meeting held on September 17, members of ICAI expressed differing opinion regarding way forward on the proposed revision of SA600. Also, former presidents advocate legal action against NFRA. ICAI has confirmed concerns about NFRA's proposed revision in SA600, highlighting potential risk of credit audit centralization and negative impact on small and medium practices in India. NFRA must support non-big four firms with technology and regulatory changes, said Amarjit Singh Chopra. As per Mint, CA body clashes with government authority or proposed audit reforms. ICAI called for a halt to public consultation over the NFRA's draft proposal for changes to the continuous clause in India's accounting standards. ICAI calls, from the media reporting, ICAI calls for a pause in the revision process to allow for a comprehensive review and discussion with all relevant stakeholders to ensure that any changes are in the best interest of the profession and public. Wonderful. ICAI contention. Friends, international पे जो भी हो, it's not necessary that India को वैसा का वैसा ही अवेलेबल सर्कमस्टांसेस के अनुसार फॉलो करना चाहिए. एक बहुत अच्छी चीज आईसीएआई प्रेसिडेंट ने कहा है इन बिटवीन, कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट, कोड ऑफ एथिक्स was Code of Conduct was brought out by ICAI in 1963, much before global boards were set up. नेफ्रा और अदर इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर्ग्यूमेंट कर रहे हैं कि इंटरनेशनल पे SA600 is already revised so many times, Why not in India? And ICAI कह रही है कि हमारे यहाँ पे कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट इंटरनेशनल बॉडी सेटअप के पहले ही आ चुका था। तो हम कितने रेगुलेटेड है, कितने एडवांस है अपने प्रिकॉशनरी अपने डिस्कशन में। फ्रेंड्स, आई डोंट वांट टू पुट एनी कमेंट फर्दर ऑन दिस इश्यू, बट चूंकि मैं नेफ्रा के ऑर्डर पढ़ता हूँ और उनके जजमेंट को देखता हूँ, कभी कभी लगता है थोड़ा स्टैंड उनका हार्ड है, बट एक चीज है, अपने इंटरेस्ट की बात करता हूँ, आप उनके ऑर्डर्स को पढ़ें जरूर, स्टडी जरूर करें। आपको बहुत कुछ ऑडिटिंग प्रिंसिपल्स, ऑडिटिंग एप्लीकेशन एंड रियल लाइफ problems being faced, problems and then many irregularities, you will be able to make it in order. काफी knowledgeable उनके orders होते हैं। I request everyone to read the orders. I am Sri Ram Lakshman Nolakha from Mumbai. Welcome friends for interaction on my mobile chatting also, and on this link also. You can see this video on CA Ram Lakshman Nolakha on YouTube. Welcome.